little blackbird sitting on a tree. One named Peter, one named Paul. Fly away, Peter, fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter, come back, Paul. I don't even remember how to play this game. All right, let's go again. Two little blackbirds sitting on a tree. One named Peter, one named Paul. Fly away, Peter, fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter, come back, Paul. Yeah! It's quarantine time, and we all have to try to make ourselves happy and make the best of this alone time that we have, because what they say, social isolation, that is important. So we're sticking to it, making sure that we are clean and that we are being safe as best as possible, and I hope that you are doing the same. Today we are going to continue with the topic death and dying, where I have been looking on the grieving process that was created by Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. And we spoke about in the first video, if you have not watched it, I spoke about my own experience with death and dying, where I experienced the death of my father. In the second video, I spoke about the first process, which is denial. And remember this, guys, this theory, it's not saying that you have to go through all the stages of the grieving process or any at all. It's just saying that based on studies, what they recognize is that most persons tend to go through these things and they don't necessarily have to go in the same order. So as I said, the first one is denial, and now today we'll be looking at anger. When people are faced with death, whether it be a terminal illness or whether you experience the death of a loved one, there are many questions that you ask at this time. Why me? Why do I have to be going through this type of sickness? Why do I have to be suffering like this? And if you are someone of faith, you tend to question, where is God? Why are you not doing this? Many times you grapple with your faith, right? Where you are asking, but God, you heal the sick. Why aren't you able to heal me? And you ask these tough questions. If it is that it is someone who died, you ask God the same question. God, where were you when this happened? You know? So these are some of the things that we will do at this time. We question the existence of God. Have you ever seen a child who would have lost a friend or lost something that they valued, and after a period of time you realize that they started, we call it acting out. You realize that they start to get frustrated easily, they get angry easily, the teachers are calling you from the school saying that there was another outburst and like you don't know what to do. What is actually happening here is your child is experiencing anger as a result of the loss that he or she has experienced. For adults, we tend to have a better control of this anger. There are many ways in which we express this anger as adults. We take it out on persons around us who are just there to help us. So the funeral arrangement, and you realize that maybe the responsibility is on you and you're saying, where's everybody else? And you're finding fault with the floral arrangement and just every little thing just annoys you and ticks you off. You may be experiencing anger as a result of the death. You are probably even angry with yourself. I could have made it just in time, you know, to save the person, and you try to reason it out. You know, you can be even angry at the dead person, but you promised me that you would have been here for me. You know, you promised me that you would have done this, but no, you are gone. I am angry at you. I'm upset at you. How could you do this to me? Else they can do. and you are now faced with this anger. You are angry at the doctors, you are angry at your parents for having that sickness and it is passed on to you. You are angry even at yourself for not eating properly, and now you are faced with this. There are several things, but you are experiencing anger. Mental health professionals encourages anger at this time because they say that it is when you start to express this emotion, the healing process begins. But here are some truths about anger. One, it's a natural feeling. Just like when you're sad, just like when you're happy, just like when you're nonchalant, it's just a feeling. So it's a natural feeling to have. Two, you have all the right to have this feeling. You have all the right to feel angry, just as though you have all the right to feel happy. You have that right. You are human. And when you can identify that you are angry and be able to express it in a positive way, then it shows that you are aware of yourself. It shows that you know what's happening. For kids or for children, they may not understand why they're feeling the way they're feeling. And that is why they need you as an adult to walk them through this process, right? So you can express to the child, it's okay to be angry. I know this is your best friend that you lost, or I know this is your favorite toy. So it's okay to be angry. But then, here it comes now with the guidance. You teach the child to express this anger in a more productive and positive way. So instead of fighting the kids at school when you are angry, and instead of throwing tantrums, instead of doing all of that, you can encourage the child to draw, talk it through with the child. Also to scream. I know screaming kind of sound away, but the person can scream. Tell the child, go in your room and just scream. Just scream, baby. Just scream. Scream and just let it out. For adults, you can do the same. Although you're not a child, you can do the same. Find a space and just scream. Just let it out. If you want to fist the pillow, well, I am not really for the whole physical type of thing, but persons encourage it that you can break things. They can't think it's a breaking room or something where you can break things and all of that just to get rid of the anger. But for me, I just say channel that energy in a more calmer way and all of that. So if you want, find a space, go in your car, lock up the car and just scream, just scream, just scream, just cry. Because you have lost something that is valuable, or here you are faced with the whole thing of death. So it's okay for you to feel the way you feel. Talk it through with yourself, or if anyone is around you, talk it through with the persons who are around you. You know, write it down. Keep a journal, write it down. I'm feeling angry today, right? And I'm upset with everyone around me. And talk it through to yourself now. You know, identify why you are angry. Is it the person you are angry at? Is it how the situation of the death was handled? Is it that you are angry at yourself, angry at the doctors? Talk it through and try to figure out why you are feeling the way you are feeling. I hope that this session was able to help you work through this anger feeling, and I hope you'll be able as well to put these little tips in practice. Help that child who is grieving. Help that person who is grieving. And if you are ever faced with the situation of death, I hope too that you will put this into practice. Be patient with those who are grieving and just shower them with some love and let them know that you are there for them. See you for the next cycle, which is bargaining. Stay tuned.